I've been thinking a lot about my mindset when it comes to possibly doing one of the restaurants, probably Shogun if it's going to be one. And not that I have no idea if it will happen, especially things with the way things have gone with Will and his health. But I've been thinking about the mindset part, because what I realized is that I never thought that I would be good at the restaurant stuff, because there are a lot of skills that my dad has that either I don't have or is not a particular strength of mine. And that has always held me back and made me think, oh, I need to get better at those skills before I allow myself to consider the idea of working or running one of the restaurants, of being an operator of one of the restaurants. For example, my dad speaks Cantonese and Mandarin, and a lot of the kitchen staff speak Cantonese or Mandarin. And my Mandarin's okay, my Cantonese is not very good, and I would definitely struggle with the language barrier. Another thing that Dad's good at that I'm not really good at is just thinking about numbers. Like, not that you have to do calculus or anything in the restaurant industry, but you do need to have pretty good, the logic skills, and that's definitely not one of my strengths. He also has been working in the business for a very long time and understands a lot of the structural issues, like, if a fan breaks, if one of the intake fans break or one of the exhaust fans break in the kitchen, like, he kind of knows how to fix it. If a pipe bursts, he knows who to call, things like that. And so basically there are all these things that seem like his particular strengths and make him a good operator that I have always felt would be blind spots for me, and is a reason why I shouldn't be an operator of a restaurant. And what I've kind of realized is that maybe I don't have those strengths, but they aren't necessarily all weaknesses. And also I have a ton of strengths that I would bring to the table that are just different strengths, but equally important. So something that maybe not a weakness, but is definitely not a strength of mine, is the numbers thing. But like, you can get by, right? Like, I can figure it out. It's not like I am terrible with numbers. It's not like I can't do arithmetic, right? I'm just not as good as him, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be my forte. And in terms of the strengths that I have, I think my overall EQ is much higher. I think I do a better job of understanding where the staff's mindset is, and listening to them and creating a place where they would want to work. I think my EQ for the customer is much better. I think I bring a whole bunch of digital marketing skills and marketing skills to the table, and just awareness of media today and how it can be used to build business, as well as having experience working with other leaders in other industries and seeing how all those industries are run outside of the restaurant industry, and seeing that there are a lot of parallels there that we can use and that we can bring over to the restaurant business. And so once I started kind of thinking about that and seeing that it's not all weaknesses, and I don't need to shore all these weaknesses up in order to consider being an operator. If I want to be an operator, if I want to run one of these restaurants, then what I should do is I should lobby hard for it. I should make the decision if it's something that I want to do, if it's something that I want to excel at, and then I can put in the time, and time will tell if I am a good operator or not, right? But there's no point in debating it. Either it's gonna play out one way or the other, and either I will be a good operator or I won't be. But there's no point in this pros and cons, or this comparison of skill sets, right? It just doesn't. None of that matters. Anyways, that was something that has been on my mind, and just realizing it's a mindset thing, not a skill thing.